actually know what's going on here.
I literally have no idea. Help.
We're 20 whatever. Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
And welcome back to 20 whatever.
Or is it welcome back to the Cheetah
The
Girls?
Cheetah Girls.
Spooky episode.
Yes. Oh my gosh. This is our first Halloween episode.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so if you're not watching the video version, our set has been spookified.
Yes.
We've got little bats, little spider webs, little skeletons.
Yes. And also, obviously, as you can tell,
the most important.
our costumes.
Don't we look so good?
So
no,
cute.
seriously.
No, it's
I
kidding.
never thought I could feel so freaking cute in orange cheetah print.
You're killing it.
Orange is your color.
Right.
I love it. I feel this is real. This is me.
This is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Right. Exactly. Also, very comfy. Like, this is like giving comfy
I'm so
vibes.
comfortable. I really like. I'm like, we might need a uniform because this is giving.
Yes.
Right, a uniform. That's exactly
We
it.
just wear this for every episode.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I would not be mad.
Ladies in uniform. What is that TikTok sound that it's like, you're not in your uniform?
Oh, yeah. Squeak.
Maybe we have to do that TikTok because we look
Oh
so
my God,
cute.
yes, we should.
So we are going to be wearing different costumes for every episode in October. We are doing Halloween right this year. So this is just the first.
Yeah,
of
this is just the
4.
beginning.
We're starting off strong, though. Like,
Yeah.
this is very strong.
Yeah.
This is very strong, but also I feel like not too unexpected.
Mhm.
You know,
Right,
like we
right.
are Disney Channel girlies.
Right,
The-
right.
Like, also Jess
Oh my God,
is
yes.
the 4th Cheetah Girl, Aqua.
So check out our TikTok and Instagram and everything because we will have photos of all of these costumes. So
Yes.
that's that on that.
So I'm so excited for you guys to see all the costumes. Some of them are, I think they get a little more out of the box.
Yes.
I would say.
Agreed,
Yeah,
agreed.
yeah. Like,
a
you
little
would-
a little less unassuming, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Specifically the next episode.
Yeah, the next one, you're not going to think, you don't see it and you're like, that's what the girls would totally do. Like,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited.
Another exciting thing about this episode, we have, drum roll, our first sponsor.
Oh my gosh, yes. And thank you, Helix Sleep, for sponsoring this video. This week is actually how I received my first package. I received my Helix mattress in the mail, and Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and beddings that are customized to fit your needs and conveniently shipped right to your door, babies. It was right to my door, and I'm so thankful because it was raining in LA, so it needed to be right to my door.
Right. Right. Like, no, imagine going to like a store and having to like lug a mattress.
No, tragic. No, I could not.
Not
without
with
it.
Helix.
No.
Right to your door.
Exactly.
Obviously, everybody's different, and Helix knows that. And they make a sleep quiz that you can take to match your specific sleep needs and preferences. So if you have a partner, you're able to take the quiz together, and it makes it perfect for the both of you.
Which is exactly what Steven and I did. We got our Helix mattress actually almost a year ago now. We have the Midnight Luxe, and oh my gosh, is it just the best. I love it. It's so comfortable. It's so supportive. We sleep fantastic on it. Really, the only problem is now when we travel, I am like very aware of how not comfortable other mattresses are.
Right. You miss her deeply.
Yes. I'm like, why does my back hurt? And then I get home and I'm like, this is why.
No.
Yeah, it makes you miss home even more, huh?
For sure.
We are twins, Sierra, because I also took the Helix quiz. So I got also matched up with the Midnight Luxe mattress, and it's medium feel, not too firm, not too soft. And it's great for Riayn and I because we have, like I said, different preferences. And it's so great because we are both side sleepers and we toss and turn. So that memory foam has helped like the pressure, especially on my shoulders. And he mentioned his hips. So it's working, ladies.
It's also incredibly easy to buy online. With your Helix mattresses, you get a 100-night sleep trial along with a 10-year warranty, and there are financing options and have flexible payment plans. If it makes you nervous to buy something that you haven't tried yet, you get more than 3 months to just try it and make sure that you love it. And if you don't, they'll come pick it up for you and you'll get a full refund.
And it is for free within the US.
Oh, yeah. Shipping's for free.
Shipping's for free, baby.
Not for the free.
It's super easy to set up. It comes up rolled up in a box, so it was just a breeze for me. I honestly love my Helix.
Me too. And I think you guys are going to love Helix too. So there is a link in the description, or go to helix.com/20whatever if you're looking for a new bed. Highly recommend Helix. And our link is going to get you up to $200 off your Helix sleep mattress plus 2 free pillows.
Can't say no to that, ladies.
That's
Right.
that's a good deal.
Right.
I was going to say, we're already set up. Riayn, you're next.
I mean, I'm next. Yes.
Okay, so first sponsor, in the books.
First of many. First of many.
First of many.
Manifesting.
Manifesting.
Yes.
Ladies, I love it.
Okay, so in the last episode, we talked about journaling and how we were going to start those habits and things like that.
Yes.
I do want to say, I will disclaim, and I am woman enough to say that I did it one time and never again. And not because I didn't want to. I do think I was overwhelmed with other things, and that was just the first thing to go.
Yes. That is, I think, a hard thing about establishing new habits is it's a very easy thing to be like, well, if I'm overwhelmed, if I have deadlines, if I have other things I have to do, this doesn't have to be done.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it was.
And I think that it's because obviously it's not work. It's not like necessary, which I
Right.
feel like maybe I need to convince myself in my mind, like this is necessary for you. Because if not, I look at it like a luxury. And like I was busy, so I didn't have the luxury of, having time for myself journaling.
Right.
So how the
But
heck?
like you need to, but like you're saying, like you need to make time for yourself. And
Yeah.
like whether
You
that's
are a priority.
Exactly. What about you? Did you do
I
that?
did.
Of course you did.
I missed 2 days. But other than that, I did every day. I didn't always do the morning. I started off doing the morning, and then one day I forgot, and so I did it in the evening. And I realized I think I prefer the evening. I liked doing a short entry in the morning where I literally just write like my intention for the day. Because I realized that in the morning I'm so tired, I'm groggy. I don't really have much to talk about because like nothing's happened yet.
Right.
So I would more so write like what the plan is for the day and like my intention for the day. So like today I wrote that my intention was like to film 4 episodes, not forget to do our TikToks, and to just have fun and relax filming with you guys because we always have so much fun.
Yeah.
And to be done by 5 so that I can have time with Grace.
Right.
Yeah.
Other days it's just like to be present. It's to really enjoy the quality time that I have with Grace if I'm with her all day. So I'll just kind of write my intention in the morning. But what I like about journaling in the evening is I get a lot more like introspective about
Right.
my life, my day, how I'm feeling. So I think what I'm going to try to do from here on out is just do like a literal third of a page in the morning of just like, here's my intention for the day. And then try to do something more reflective in the evening.
I like that.
That's happened to me as well. I was telling Ryan, I was like, I found out that it doesn't have to be right in the morning because I was trying to force myself to do it in the morning, but it just was not feeling, it didn't feel right for me. So then by the second day, I realized I had forgotten. So I did it that night. And I was like, wait a minute, I actually like it. I prefer it at night. So I ended up like curling into bed and then like journaling and stuff like that. And it was
Yes.
very much more reflective as well. I didn't remember every day. I'm not going to lie to you, but it was, it ended up being like, I was like, oh, I almost forgot. And then so before bed, rather than just scrolling through my phone, I was like,
Right.
all right, this is for you, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will mention one of my journal entries was about us and like reflecting on about how we were like doing the hoedown throwdown. I like it. And I know that sounds like so silly, like, oh, we got together and we did. But in that moment when I was reflecting, I was like, I am treasuring that memory. Like it felt so special and it was just so cool. And I just was taken back to like when I was younger with my girlfriends at a sleepover, just being present and letting yourself have fun. And I was just so like thankful and reflective on that moment.
That's
Who would've
so
thought?
cute.
I know.
So cute.
Oh my God. Are you going to cry?
No, not this episode. Not this episode. I saw in the comments, they're like, not you guys crying every episode. I'm
I saw
like,
that
"Ah."
too.
So here's to good luck. Cheers. I'm hoping that this one, I don't. We'll see. We'll see.
Right.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
You know what? Am I weird for saying this? I kind of like crying. Like
Yeah.
it's like a release. I feel like Ryan's looking at me like I have just killed a man. I feel like when I hold in my emotions, that those emotions come out in a way that I don't like, whether it be being like irritable, being snippy, being mean. Like when Steven and I have had like difficult days, I would so much rather cry than like take it out on him and be like snarky.
Right.
You know?
Right. And actually
Ooh,
feeling
that's
their
true.
emotions and like allowing yourself to feel it and then moving on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was something I learned in therapy.
Yes.
But I feel like has really been practical in my life of like, so when people say like you guys cry in every episode, I'm like, good, I'm gonna keep crying.
Right.
Because it feels good.
Right. I feel like the reason why I don't enjoy crying is because in my head, I'm like, it needs to be purposeful. Like to cry for no reason. I mean, and it's never, people don't cry for no reason. Like that's not really
I
what's
was going to
happening.
say, but that's the
It's always for a reason. But I'm like, is this a good enough reason to cry right now?
But that's the little wall I think that there is, that there doesn't have to be a good enough reason. Like you don't have to have a reason to be like, I'm going to allow myself to cry because it's a good enough reason. Like if you just feel like crying,
That's a good
you
enough
should
reason.
allow yourself to cry. You don't have to like judge yourself and be like, this is not that good of a reason. Like, whatever.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And me, I give myself the permission to cry about everything. So I'm just crying all the time.
Right.
And that's why I'm like, maybe I don't want to, because it is like exhausting. Like I am emotionally, because I am so emotional and I feel things very deeply. So it gets like exhausting if I'm just still like emotions and just
right.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I literally need a glass of water. I'm dehydrated.
Replenish your tears. Right.
Okay, well, before we get into the actual topic of this episode, one last question. When was the last time you guys cried?
On this set.
Yeah.
The last time we shot.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, the last time I cried was the our We're Not Really Strangers episode. Yeah.
That was
You?
a good cry. I cried yesterday.
Okay.
But happy tears. I was rocking Grace to sleep and she like cuddled into my shoulder and then she like looked up at me and then she kissed me. And I was like, oh, okay, I am a absolute puddle of tears.
Right.
So.
Overtaken.
Yeah.
with
I
emotion.
love
That's
happy
so
tears.
cute.
Though. That's so real.
Yeah.
That is really so real.
Let's get into the real, I feel weird saying this as a vegetarian, the real meat and potatoes.
Right. Well, it's the potatoes, the real meat and
potatoes.
There we go.
So when we were planning our Halloween costumes, we knew we wanted to do at least one that was like nostalgic Disney Channel. And obviously we went with the Cheetah Girls. And we thought it would be fun this episode to just talk about like the Disney Channel era of our childhood, nostalgia, just kind of all of those.
Just a deep dive in all of that. And like, I feel like this episode is just going to unlock so many memories for the viewers. Like, you're just going to hear and be like, oh my God, I totally watched that. And I didn't even remember. Because I honestly like did a little bit of like research to just remember like some old Disney movies. Like, I completely forgot about Cadet Kelly. And I used to love Cadet Kelly. Like, I mean, anything Hilary Duff.
No,
oh my gosh.
Hilary Duff was way too, I don't want to kick this off, but I feel like Hilary Duff was pretty like Y2K. Like, she had everything.
I was gonna say her and Lindsay Lohan, my childhood.
Yeah.
I mean, it had they were in every movie.
Yeah.
Oh, icons. Also, We Hear You. You guys have been begging for a nostalgia episode. Like the last time we talked about this, they were like, DCOMS, do it. And We Hear You. We're doing it. Here we are now.
And we love it just as much.
Oh my God, yeah. I could talk about this for hours.
Yeah, usually we'll like write down a couple like bullet points of things we want to talk about. We have nothing this episode because we just know we don't even need it.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Endless.
And also, like, why do I have so much information in my head? Like, I don't need all of this information, but it's locked in there.
Well, and now that there's Disney Plus and they have all those old DCOMs, I have watched quite a few of like the old, more obscure DCOMs.
Smart House?
Smart House, the 13th year.
Yes. Wait, what's that one with Eddie from That's So Raven?
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
Yes. Yes.
I love that one.
Yes.
Why was that such a good movie?
Lockdown 2020, Disney Plus had my whole heart. All I did, I was like, which one are we doing today? Which few are we doing today? When are we talking about one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That got me thinking. Remember the Smart House? That was so like it felt like ahead of its time, like quote unquote ahead of its time. Like when I saw the milkshake like disappear into the rug, I was like, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life."
Oh my God, the other one that I thought of, Sky High.
So good.
Love
okay,
Sky
I
High.
think like maybe one of my like earliest like character crushes, like not a celebrity, but just the character, War and Peace, the bad guy.
Okay.
With the black hair and the red streak.
I don't think I realized that was his name. War and Peace.
Because his mom was a hero and his dad was a villain.
No, genius.
Yeah.
Right.
That movie.
Makes sense.
Phenomenal.
And the way
so good.
Do you guys remember like that moment when he like because he could produce fire, so he like lit the candle with his finger, like when he was at that little Chinese restaurant.
Yes.
And I was like,
He was like, oh
my God, the way he just
wow. I do remember that. I think, and that one didn't come out. We weren't like that young for Sky High. We were
that was like middle school.
Yeah.
I remember because I had that one on DVD, and we had one of those little portable DVD players that we could like strap to the back seat of the car.
Yep.
On road trips, and we had like 3 DVDs in the car. It was Sky High, Kicking and Screaming.
Oh my God, with Will Ferrell?
Yes.
Great film.
Great film.
And I don't remember what the third one was, but I'm sure it was iconic.
had that too. Also, what happened to the TVs not being in the back of the why you would think that like
cars just like now have them, like they'll like close into the roof now, they just come down,
still,
right?
Do they? Yeah,
I haven't seen that recently. Like I'm like, where are the TVs in
They're
the car?
like the Tesla screens are just so huge. That's the TV.
Right, everyone in the back is like, yes.
Yeah, that totally was like phased out. There was
I don't know why.
5-year period where like everyone either had one of those or like the portable one that you could,
that you could
flip
strap
up,
on,
which is what we had. Yeah,
like it was the one that came from the ceiling, or they were built into the back seats of the
Those
front
were
seats.
fancy.
When somebody had that, I was like, money.
Money.
when they had two separate ones,
Yes.
so the passengers got their own screen.
Yes.
I remember one time being on a road trip and the car next to us had that, and they were playing like Finding Nemo or something, and we're like, "Dad, slow down, we're trying to watch." Like
I'm
watch the
dead.
screens in
I
their
had-
car.
yeah. Unlocked a memory. I had Finding Nemo. I had Finding Nemo, Snow Dogs, and what's that one? College Road Trip. The one that Raven's in with Marlon Wayans. Yep.
I want a detour for Snow Dogs. Great movie.
I
I
love
love that
Snow
movie.
Dogs.
And Sweet Little Nana, the little dog, the one that isn't like a real husky dog.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've seen Snow Dogs.
Oh my god. We have to watch
Roll
it. It's
the-
so
roll
good.
the tapes.
Cuba Gooding Jr. is like the main guy.
Yeah.
And all of the little huskies, also first of all, like huskies.
Yeah, that's what does it. Is the
It's
cute little
the
huskies.
cute little dogs, yeah.
And he goes to where does he go?
Alaska.
Yeah, like Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie?
No. Toketna?
Oh, Coquetna.
I don't know. Please, I'm not from Alaska.
But yes.
But it's so good. Yeah, too good.
Oh, I don't know why that made me remember what the third DVD in the car was. Are We There Yet? Do you guys remember
Great
that movie?
film.
Yep.
With Ice Cube?
Yes.
Yeah.
That movie I have not rewatched since probably the back seat of my parents' minivan.
Right.
Yeah.
Tolketna. Yes, I was right.
Oh,
I was right. Thank you. You know what? I've watched that movie on repeat, so I should know. I should know. Another one along the lines of that, Dr. Dolittle 1 and 2.
Great.
The Eddie Murphy ones? Yep.
Of course.
Eddie
First of all, Eddie Murphy, period. That's
Daddy
the end of the
Daycare?
episode. Iconic.
Haunted Mansion.
Shrek. Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
So if there was a Mount Rushmore of 2000s movies, it'd be Lizzie Mcguire, or not, Hilary Duff,
Hilary Duff, Lindsay Lohan, Eddie Murphy. Hold on.
Who else?
Kenny Ortega.
Kenny Ortega. Please come on the podcast.
What do you think other male stars? I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think Disney wise. Like what Disney movies did they have like a clutch on? What guy did they have in every
That
film?
they use for everyone.
I mean, Zac Efron obviously a lot because he had so many High School Musicals.
But the other guy, like I talked about in the
Ryan
last
Merriman
episode.
in he was in Smart House and The 13th Year.
He
and
was
Luck
the
of the Irish, I think.
Oh,
Yes.
The other guy that I was talking about, Chad Michael Murray, he was also in everything
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
I got Steven to watch a Cinderella Story with me a couple nights ago, and it was so funny because he had never seen it. And so he kept like asking questions like, "Oh, this is where she's going to find that quote from her dad." And like, "Oh my gosh, she left her cell phone instead of a slipper." And it was just his commentary was so fantastic.
Weren't we just quoting that movie? It's like
Waiting for you and waiting for rain in this drought.
Oh my god, yes.
Useless and disappointing. You know what was one of the big flaws with that movie, though? I think it was a big part of my not like other girls complex as a preteen.
Oh.
We were watching it back, and there was like they were playing the 20 questions, and all of the questions were just her being like, "I'm not like other girls. I wouldn't eat a rice cake. I'd eat a Big Mac.
Right.
I don't care about purses. I play baseball."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we knew that like we were switching from heels to Converse because that's what we did for homecoming, you know?
Right,
Because
yep.
we're not like other girls.
Right.
You got to wear the Converse.
I fully wore Converse to my prom.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. Because Demi Lovato said so.
Yeah. Who said I can't wear my Converse?
with
With
my,
my
dress.
Well, baby, that's just me.
Can we talk about like the Disney Channel star to pop star pipeline that they were like very carefully crafting?
It felt carefully crafted, but then it also felt like they just let anybody do it.
That's
or they like
true.
forced it almost.
I remember watching an interview recently of Cole Sprouse, and he was talking about how they really were trying to push the Sprouse twins into music.
Really?
And they had to be like pretty hardline of like, we are not doing this. We are not singers. We don't want to be singers. And they still were in the Circle of Stars.
I was just about to say that they were in it, and like they sound like they're like sing talking because they don't sing.
Well, I'm so glad that those boys like knew that they weren't singers and they weren't like, yeah, let's do it too. Because I mean,
Right.
that's what they did to even the guy from like Corey in the House, he was singing on some track. And I'm like,
Right.
what are we doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, why is Eddie in this song?
Right,
Like,
right.
so-
I mean, rapper.
True.
Is he
And
a rapper?
Well, he's
Disney rapper. Like,
no, I mean he can rap,
Yeah.
but he's gone a little off the deep end currently. But back then he was rapping and it was good.
He rapped in the theme song, didn't he?
Yes.
That's a Raven?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Eddie.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's go now. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Chelsea sings the backing vocals on that. But also she's been on Broadway.
Yeah,
so like
she's like a full Broadway
She-
star.
I didn't know
she was
this.
Belle in Beauty and the Beast on Broadway.
Oh, that's so cute. And I can
Yeah.
see that. And she's just so like meek in her. Oh, that's so cute.
Yes. And then, okay, so I mentioned this before. My sister watches Raven's Home.
Yes.
And it's funny. Holds up. It's not as good as That's a Raven. Obviously, it will never be. But they sing a lot on that show. And there's a whole episode where it's just like musical numbers. Obviously, like Raven is just an icon. Also, she's also been on Broadway. She was literally the star in Sister Act.
Yes.
Raven, that was another thing.
Right. But like everybody was singing. Chelsea was singing. And I was like, right.
I love
Right.
that. I really love when they have like Broadway stars or people that are like singers and they actually put them on. And then you see, those people should be out here handing the mics and singing. What's that one song that they made at all the Disney shows? The Send It On.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Na, na, na.
We really thought we were like curing world hunger and climate change and like every issue that has ever been in this world.
My favorite thing about that video and just about the song in general is like how Demi Lovato and Nick Jonas carried that song on their
Slayed.
back.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
Miley had her moment, which like she's a great singer, but like she had her little moment. Joe had a little thing. Selena thought she was doing something. And then Demi Lovato and Nick Jonas were like, here we go, y'all.
Yep.
Hop on.
Yeah, no, they carried the team. Like their
Carried.
back hurts from
Yes.
carrying them all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great song though.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
remember the breast cancer song? Like Beyonce and Rihanna and everybody read it. Stand Up.
Yes.
Everybody. Mary J. Blige, Fergie.
If
Pink.
you never saw this, please
You
go
need to look it
watch
up
It's
right
hysterical.
now. And it's also just
So
really iconic.
cringy.
It's
Yeah.
cringy and it's iconic because
Yeah.
it's like every female pop
Oh,
star
yeah.
of like multiple generations. Like it's so random. Also, they're just wearing like t-shirts that say like stand up.
But they're raising awareness.
Right. Yeah.
They're
yeah.
doing something.
Maybe they should have had velour tracksuits.
And maybe, yeah, no.
now that
I
would
can
save
get
the
behind.
planet.
Exactly.
Then everyone would be recycling.
right. Exactly. Right, exactly.
What was like the cause for
I think
Send
it was,
On?
Send It On.
Yeah.
I think it was like pollution, right? Or
Right, yeah,
something?
because they would run
Climate-
over the
climate-
grass and the
climate
sun.
change.
Climate change.
I think it was
Okay.
climate change. I think.
Were they like raising money or was it just like awareness?
I think it. Okay, I think the word awareness is like funny
Yeah.
because it's like we're raising awareness, but it's also we're also Disney Channel. Like we could also like give money,
Right.
Like we could also
We're raising funds? No.
awareness to like these 10-year-olds who do not have money.
Wait, other than like them singing together, they would also make those characters get together to play games, like the Disney
Oh, you mean
Channel.
the Disney Channel games.
Yes, like
Literally?
like the Olympics for the
Yes,
Disney Channel.
I watched that
Yes.
also during COVID times.
They
They're
have that on there
crazy.
too?
They
Yep.
have it on Disney
Disney
Plus
Plus.
now. There is a YouTuber who I love. His name's Scott Kramer. And he does like a lot of commentary stuff. And he did a whole video before the Disney Channel games got put on Disney Plus, like dissecting the Disney Channel games. And at the end, he was like, we have to get this on Disney Plus. Like everyone tweet them. And now it's on Disney Plus.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sir.
I did not know they were on there,
Yeah,
so I will
I watched
be
it.
watching.
It's very cringy. Very cringy.
Ugh,
But
really?
like it's iconic. So
I
it's,
just
like, fine.
remember like seeing like during the commercials, just like showing them and like Brenda Song. I used to love Brenda Song. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I
big.
love
I mean,
her.
she's really, really talented.
No,
Yeah.
iconic. She's
Yeah.
a fantastic actress, and you have to be so intelligent and have such great comedic timing to pull off London Tipton. Like to
Right.
play dumb, you have to be 10 times smarter because you
Right.
just know the beats, and she killed it.
Right.
Well, and you know, they originally auditioned for the opposite roles.
Yes.
Brenda Song was supposed to be Maddie,
Right.
and Ashley Tisdale was supposed to be London.
Mhm.
And London Tipton was supposed to be like a direct parody of Paris Hilton.
Right.
And then they ended up switching it, turning that stereotype on its head. And oh my God, it worked
It was
5,000
better.
times better.
It was so good.
And when-
Also, Wendy Wu.
Homecoming Warrior.
Such a
an
great.
icon. Great movie.
What was that? Get a Clue.
Get a clue. Oh my God. Lindsay Lohan.
Stuck in the Suburbs.
Oh.
Love.
Confessions of a Teenage Shopaholic.
Love.
So good.
Confessions of a Teenage Drama
Drama
Queen.
Queen.
Yes.
What did I say?
There is one of
Shopaholic.
Shopaholic. There is one, and
Is
it's
that
the girl
real?
from Enchanted. She's
Mhm.
like,
Oh my God. Yes. Amy Adams.
Amy Adams.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is that confession? Now that's Confessions of a
Confessions of a
Shopaholic.
Shopaholic. Yeah,
Actually,
right.
that's Ilsa Fisher, who's married to the guy from Borat, is in Confessions of a Shop. It's one of my favorite books. I've seen all the movies.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
Amy Adams is in Enchanted. They're actually coming out with Enchanted 2.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Enchanted. Great movie. Casting. Fantastic. James Marsden. Love him. You want to be on the pod also?
Please.
Please. We'd love to have you. Him and Hairspray.
Oh,
Amazing.
my
He did a great
gosh.
job. No, that role
Perfect for him.
Mhm.
He also just is like such a such a wholesome guy.
Yeah.
You know, like it's good vibes from him.
Yeah.
He, like he looks sweet, and he probably is sweet. Like
Yeah,
he just
I
looks
hope
like he's
so.
like,
Yeah.
Well, and
Vibes.
the cast of Enchanted, Amy Adams, James Marsden,
Patrick Dempsey,
Patrick Dempsey, and
Idina
Menzel.
icons.
And they all are coming back for the
I
second movie.
cannot
I really
wait.
hope they keep the little squirrel too. Like the
Oh,
little,
yeah.
is it-
Yes. Amber,
yeah.
thank you. It's good. Yeah.
You're too good at that.
That's my favorite part of the whole movie.
Did y'all know that Julie Andrews is the narrator for that?
What?
Not Queen Julie.
Oh my god.
Of course she is.
No, but right.
Wow.
Genius.
I love her.
Her in Princess Diaries. Oh my gosh.
Princess Diaries, I think, actually is one of my favorite movies, like, of all time.
And it holds up.
It absolutely does. Anne Hathaway,
No,
queen, actual queen.
Another one that should be added to the Mount Rushmore because she
Yes. Oh my God, you're so right.
she was in everything, and I mean her just in Ella Enchanted, just like that alone.
Ella Enchanted, Princess Diaries 1 and 2,
Mhm.
Devil Wears Prada. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
So iconic.
that movie.
Oh my gosh.
Like, actually, like, I feel like changed lives.
Yeah.
Like,
They're working on a musical of it right now, and I was reading about it on like the Broadway subreddit, and apparently the reviews are not very good.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys think about that? Because I have conversations with my dad. He's like, I understand that like movie musicals, like, and that's fine, whatever. But like, kind of feels like we're just running out of ideas
Not everything.
here.
Not everything needs to be a musical.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
Musicals,
there's
but-
almost no original musicals on Broadway anymore because
Yeah.
they're all based off something.
Yeah.
They're based off a movie. They're based off a book. It's a revival. It's
Right.
it's a this. It's a that. It's like, can we not get an original story?
I
But
mean,
I know we can.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can.
Well, I think it's just because the producers know that there's money in a property that already has
Oh, right.
a fan
Like
base.
a fan base. Mm.
yeah, and that's so important
Smart.
right now is those ticket sales and the money to get people in those seats. You know.
Yeah.
Well, and all that being said, like if there was a Cheetah Girls musical, I would be first in line.
No, agree. Agree. I know we talked about like laying that to rest. I would be right. I would be at the cattle calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simply.
No, but here's the thing. Now that should be a musical, though.
No, it should.
You know what would be a great reboot of the Cheetah Girls is it's Galleria and Chanel like trying to bring together a girl group and like they're the managers and so they're like making a new Cheetah Girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm like, how do we, and not to talk bad about Aqua, but like, how can we
do you know that tea?
No.
What?
What's-
The aqua tea?
What's the tea on Aqua?
Oh, I was just gonna say that she just, I don't know if is it her character that I don't like?
Oh, no,
or her
it might be her.
personality? I just don't know what it is.
Okay.
Give me the tea.
Quick rundown. So Raven went on live and when they like people were talking about like Cheetah Girls or whatever. And so Raven was kind of talking about it. And then what's her name? I think her name's Kiki or something like that. She went on, the girl who plays Aqua, went on her live and started talking all kinds of crap about like Cheetah Girls and all that kind of stuff.
No.
Yeah. And apparently, like this is like tea. Apparently, like her and Raven would like fight on set. Like fight on set. Yeah. Like
way.
Raven was like, like fight. Yeah. And that obviously had something to do with the third movie. And Raven was busy because like Raven.
Yeah.
But that was like her, like, I'm not coming back for a third one. And the actual tea is that she was in a girl group before the Cheetah Girls and they had problems and she like was causing problems in that group too before the Cheetah Girls.
Aqua was?
Keely, that's her name. Keely
Oh,
Williams.
Keely.
Well, now I feel like she's the one bleeding into the situation, giving those vibes. It wasn't even Aqua. Like the character.
She
is
talks. Raven went on The View where you know, like, because Adrian's on there.
Yeah.
And they talked. She talked about how like the set of Cheetah Girls 2 was like madness because they
Oh,
were just
yeah.
like constantly fighting.
Well, and then I remember in the early seasons of the Kardashians, Rob Kardashian was dating Adrian.
Yes. Oh my god.
There's a clip going around right now that they're like, she's in the Cheetah Girls, and then Kendall goes, yeah, I just saw the Cheetah Girls 2 last night or something like that. That's how they
Oh my
introduced.
God, that's
yeah,
so cute.
I saw it on
I
Instagram.
totally forgot about that. Wow.
I'm like, crazy.
Worlds colliding. Is that
Yeah.
talk about like
Do you guys know how long they dated for? Because it was like a hot minute.
it was a moment.
Yeah.
Like it was a moment.
I remember-
So Steven and I rewatched all of the Kardashians through the end of my pregnancy. And then when I was breastfeeding, that was like our go-to show to just like pop on when I was like breastfeeding in the middle of the night. And it is bonkers to watch it all so quickly in succession and like see their rise. But I remember in those early episodes, like Rob was like obsessed with her. Like at one point, she, I think, was getting on a plane to like go film something for the Cheetah Girls. And he was like gonna go meet her at the airport and like stop her and like, or fly out and see her and like tell her like not to go and like all. It was like a big drama point.
What?
Yeah, he was like really into her.
Really?
I mean, like, fair. She's beautiful.
Fair, but then I remember, like, I obviously have not seen a hot minute, but then I remember, like, these episodes that they were not doing well. I mean, before they broke up. But
Yeah.
what was the tea? Like,
I
what
can't
happened?
remember what they were fighting about, but I do remember like before they broke up, but they were like fighting on
They
the
showed
episodes like all
on
the time.
in the
Yeah,
episodes, they
Yeah.
actually showed out that falling out.
yeah, tragic.
I know, on live television.
But also like she just brought in her first baby, so
Oh,
love
she
that for her.
did?
Yeah,
Really?
she just
Who's
had
she
her first baby.
married
Israel Houghton. He's a worship leader, like a world renowned like worship leader. Yeah,
Love it.
Wow.
yeah.
The vocals in that house.
Yeah.
Oh, no, and he's like really good.
The baby was going to come out singing whistle tone.
No, right, yes.
Speaking of celebrity couples,
Okay.
what iconic couples do you guys remember from that era? Because there was all of the Nick and Miley stuff, and then She Wrote Seven Things.
Right.
That to me, the Nick, Miley, and was it Selena? That was who
Oh my
was,
god, yeah, Selena and Nick.
Yes,
Yep.
the love triangle.
Yeah. I was going to say, you had those two, and then you had the whole drama with Vanessa, Zach,
Mhm.
sidebar. But there
Mhm.
was somebody with Demi, right? Demi was
She
with
was
Joe.
with Joe.
She was with Joe.
Oh. You
I
see.
think, okay, who do you think Nick like actually wanted to be with, Selena or Miley?
I think Selena.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I just feel like the him and Miley was too perfectly positioned PR wise. I'm like, I don't know. Is this genuine?
Right.
I don't know.
I kind of feel opposite only because at the time Demi and Selena were like best friends to then be like dating the brothers.
Oh, that's
You know what I
true.
mean? But also like, who's to say? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that was real or not. Like, what the tea was that?
Remember the Princess Protection Program?
Yes. Oh, is that movie good? I have not rewatched that one.
It's not good. No, it's not good. But that was like, wait, I don't know why I just remember this. Remember Miley and Mandy and
The
their
Miley and
show
Mandy
on,
show?
on YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah, they shot that like on like an iMac, like a
on
camera.
the
Yeah, like
camcorder,
that.
like in their room or what? I don't even know.
And so did Ariana Grande and Liz Gillies. They
Yes.
had a YouTube channel together where they would show like behind the scenes stuff of Victorious.
Mm-hmm.
And we would watch the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Remember, they would
Yes.
have slumber parties, like just a bunch of Disney people being real and like.
Yes.
Wait, there was that one part where someone was about to kiss. Was it Selena? And then someone came in and pushed them apart. That was
What?
that was huge drama. I remember there was one YouTube video, and I think it was Nick and Selena, and they were like leaning in for a kiss. And
Wait, I totally, yes, I remember.
they like show that they were like about to kiss, and then someone just came in and was like, ah. But who
Yep.
was that? Was that Demi breaking the
Yeah,
Miley?
It was another Disney Channel star that was like, no, like we're not
But
doing.
they were supposed to
Yes.
kiss, which is tea.
Which is tea. I totally
For
remember. I
young
forgot
us.
about that. Oh my god! Wow, I totally forgot about that.
So do you think kids are still like looking up to Disney Channel stars in that way, or has it shifted to like influencers, like YouTubers?
I don't think that they're looking at it like that.
Yeah,
Because
what do you
I'm-
think? You have a younger
Well,
sister.
I was just telling my sister because we talked about the Disney Channel games and we were in the car and Disney Mania came on, like Disney Mania like 6 or whatever. And I was trying to tell her like back then they made that like a community. Right now it's just shows. Like it's just
Yeah.
people on doing the shows and like that's it. But before they were doing commercials for things, they were doing music videos, they were recording songs for Disney Mania 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like
Yeah.
they were doing Disney Channel games, like everything, their whole brand as a person was Disney Channel.
Yes.
And so we consumed a lot of that. And also like all the magazines and stuff. Like my sister doesn't care about Teen Beat magazine or Tiger Beat. Like
Tiger
that's not.
Beat.
But yeah, you guys like, and I think that's why how Riayn was saying, like, I don't know why I remember. And it's like probably because we just studied it, we consumed it. Like that was our way of knowing like what to wear, what to do. Like if
Yeah.
Miley was wearing something, baby, if she has 3 shirts on, I'm layering my shirt 3 times.
No, right.
If she has like some sparkly belt, I'm wearing the sparkly belt with a headband across my forehead, you know?
Yeah.
Like whatever Selena and Miley and all those people were, even like Zoe 101, like
Yeah.
all that, I had to do it. And that's all we had. We couldn't like go on, like even cell phones. We could turn on the TV, get the drama, and then
Get
even
a
more,
magazine and that's
more
it.
content, a magazine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know?
I think Zoe 101 was probably one of my favorite shows
Same.
of that era. And that wasn't Disney Channel, that was Nickelodeon.
Mhm.
But I just felt like I thought it would be so cool to live at a school like that.
Same.
And I would like fantasize about it. Of
Me
like,
too.
what if I lived at that school? And then I put my house key on a chain around my neck.
Yep.
Guilty.
Yeah. Same. Literally same.
Guilty.
Also, do you think like the way that streaming do you think that's affected what like how much like they don't really care that much. Like it's not, we didn't have streaming. We had to come on, like we talked about before, Thursdays,
7
Central. Otherwise we missed it, or we had to find a rerun. Like we had to watch a rerun the next week. But you can just get anything you want at any point now.
Yeah.
I think that goes part of the hype about it. For example, sidebarring for like Netflix, they said that about Stranger Things. They were like, I think that there would be more hype if they released it one episode per week, not like all at once, because then it doesn't have enough time to create like a community and like get excited about it. And every week you're like, so you're a Stranger Things gal, or oh, you guys gonna see the new Sweet Life and Zach and Cody? Like I was just telling you guys, when Jesse McCartney was a guest on Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, I hosted a party, a watch party, because Jesse McCartney was going to perform on Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and they just kept them all in like the same thing that you just...
Do you remember that? And then London and Maddie dressed up as waiters.
Yes.
And they were like in the back.
Yes. And they had like mustaches on.
Yes. Okay, I think Sweet Life of Zach and Cody was like probably one of the like actual good shows of that era.
Great show.
Like that show was funny.
No, it is.
Mr. Mosby,
Arwen,
Esteban, Julio, Ricardo Montoya, Del Rosa, Ramirez.
Yes,
Do you remember when he like got possessed?
Yes, I love that episode. That's a Halloween episode.
Oh,
Because
should we watch that tonight?
Yeah.
Wait, no, we should. That's the one where they go into like the haunted hotel room that like is empty or whatever.
You guys, we should let's chat Disney specials. Like, should we like rank? Like,
Ooh,
should we rank our top? Oh.
Sorry, I jumped the gun. I apologize.
I know. I was gonna say because there's clearly so many Halloween movies. Are you gonna pick Twitches as your favorite Disney?
No, no.
Are you okay?
Not yet.
Okay.
Twitches is high up there.
It is high up
Twitches
there.
was an event because I loved Sister.
Same.
So I loved Tia and Tamara Mori.
Yep.
And then when Twitches came out, I like remember the promos in my head. Of like I remember what like the graphics looked like. I remember being like, okay, it's this day. I'm gonna get home from soccer practice. I'm gonna make a snack. Like it was a big deal.
8/7 Central.
Yep.
8/7 Central.
And I look at my mom and go, so 7 or 8.
Me, Central. I don't know.
I also remember me and my neighbor like being like, what if we have secret like twin witch powers? Like let's try to like make, because remember the whole thing in the movie was that they like all they have to do is make up a spell. So we would make up spells because all it had to do was rhyme.
Yeah.
So we would just like be around the house and be like, I don't even know, the pumpkin on the wall, throw me a volleyball. And then we'd be like, okay, it didn't work. Maybe that wasn't a good enough rhyme. And we would
You're like, Sierra, you have to really be into it. Focus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
That movie did make me, be in a quiet room, stick my hand out and be like, open drawer. Like testing out. I'm like testing out my powers to see. I'm like, what if I did?
Focus. That really had, because it felt like that was something that maybe it wasn't possible because you personally weren't trying hard enough. And if you could just really get it, there was a possibility that it might have been real.
And that's what they were saying. They were like, you just have to really. And I was like, I know it's in me. I feel witchy. Like I myself. Well, I was supposed to be born on Halloween, so I thought like that's gonna be me. And I just love Halloween so much.
But imagine if you were born on Halloween, like how much, I mean, you already like Halloween is like your favorite holiday, but imagine how much more we would be, there was nothing we could be able to do.
Pete, you got to tell them what your name was supposed to be.
I'm gonna get red, you guys. This is so okay. I'm gonna tell you guys like a deep, dark secret. Like this is real. Like not a lot of people know.
This is a horror story.
Yeah.
This is actually
it was almost a horror story.
Well, this is the reason why I was not born on Halloween. If I was, I'd be. This would be my reality. So thank God, like you said, I couldn't. It'd be too much. So, it unfortunately, my mom broke it to me like within the past like year or 2 years and was like, yeah, we were just talking about Halloween, as I always am, love it so much. And she's just like, well, you know that like you were obviously going to be born on Halloween, and so if you were going to be born on Halloween, I was going to name you, your middle name was going to be Halloweena. Halloweena.
No.
Thank God that did not happen. 2 days later, Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, that's actually my birthday, November 2nd. But if not, I'd be Paloma Halloweena.
I kind of love it as a middle name.
Sierra,
I thought it was supposed to be your first name.
No, thank God my mom was not that tragic. Could you
Imagine.
Nice to meet you. I'm Halloweena.
No, that's actually so
I'd have to read. I'd go to the DMV and change my
It
name.
would be great for 1 month of the year.
Right.
That'd be great. Because then you can have like a cool haunted house, be like, it's Halloweena's mansion.
Yeah, that's true. But it's too niche.
Yeah.
It's too niche.
It's so ugly, and I'm so sorry if that's actually your name, because my mom really almost thought so. No, but
Imagine. I would never, ever, ever let you live it down. Never.
I mean, I just broke this news to Riayn like maybe 3 weeks ago, and she has every week. I feel like she's like,
Hey,
Halloweena.
Halloweena.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited for Halloween. She's like, yeah, you would, Halloweena. I'm like, excellent.
Yeah, you're like,
So
great.
now
This is what I did
You're
want.
never gonna live that one down.
No.
I won't. So now everyone knows this is this
So
is public
everybody in the
knowledge.
comments,
Public knowledge.
go in her DMs and be like, oh my God, Halloweena is so cute. Do it.
Me commenting on every one of your pictures.
Halloween, Halloweena.
The drama. I'm gonna be cyberbullied.
Right. Disables comments.
yeah. Which, by the way, I actually have you guys been to Disneyland for the Dia de los Muertos or Halloween? I've been
seeing the pictures.
Yeah, they like redo it like starting but like September or something, right?
I think I sent you a reel of Ernesto de la Cruz.
Dude,
He looks
legit
so cool.
Yeah, Disney, whatever
So
you're
cool.
doing for that character, what's his first name?
Ernesto.
Ernesto de la
Yes.
Cruz.
De la Cruz.
Yeah. He looked
looks
really
so
good. That
cool.
face.
The face. Oh my God, it was
It is
so cool.
so
And the way he
cool
was
how
walking.
they bring out all the villains for Halloween at Disney.
Yeah.
We're going to the Halloween event for the first time this year.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's so
exciting.
So that's Disney's Mickey Halloween.
Yeah,
and you can dress up.
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or something like that.
Right.
Or I think now they call it the Oogie Boogie Bash.
Also
Oh,
love
cute.
Oogie Boogie.
Yes.
Love.
I loves the villain.
I love villains. I feel like I'm a villain almost every year for Halloween.
Who are you going to go as this year?
I don't know yet. It's gonna be a villain. Last year I was Scar, and it was iconic. So
That costume was fantastic.
thank you.
You looked so good.
Thank you so much. I'm definitely doing a villain this year.
Yeah, you.
Are there any iconic Disney Channel villains? Like you could be the mom from Smart House.
She is a villain. I forgot. Villains.
They don't really have that many good villains.
I was gonna say they're like really like cheesy.
Yeah.
Like they're not actually good.
So one of my favorite Disney Channel movies, like growing up, had to be like I'm not gonna say like which one because I don't even know which if I could pick, but like the Halloween Town, like I will
Oh,
do like
yes.
Calabar's
Yes.
Revenge, like all of them, and just I feel like maybe if you were like
You could be sexy Calabar.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
something like that.
I could do it.
I'm trying to think what other Halloween movies did I really like. So Twitches, Halloween
Twitches is high up
Town.
there, yeah.
Oh, Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire.
Mm.
Oh yes,
Mhm.
Hocus Pocus.
Yes.
Hocus Pocus.
Also, Hocus Pocus 2
Two.
is literally coming. The 30th, September 30th.
I need to rewatch the first one because I have not rewatched it since I was like 8. Like I don't even remember.
Oh my
We
gosh,
have to
Sierra,
watch
you
it.
have to.
Oh, Casper the Friendly Ghost with
Yes.
Hilary Duff.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
I love
Apparently,
that
that's the role that got her cast as Lizzie Mcguire.
As it should.
Oh my gosh.
What
well,
an
she
icon.
killed that little.
She
I
totally did.
loved
She was
that
so
one.
cute.
Also,
I
this is
loved
not
it.
Disney, but I was just thinking because we were talking about Lindsay Lohan. The Mean Girl scene when she dresses up as the dead bride or whatever.
So good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then when it is, and she's like, I'm a mouse.
Yeah. Exactly.
Another good one, Under Wraps, when they had to hide that mummy in their room for like forever.
Oh, I don't think I
That was
saw
like a
that one.
TBT.
TBT.
That's old
Also,
Disney.
I think I was with you when we saw that they like remade it again, but it's the same plot, same characters. It's the same. It's just like in
So it's like, what's the
2020,
point?
and it's bad.
You know what? My pet peeve is with
just bad.
remakes
Why?
when they do exactly the same, but then they're like, but now we have smartphones.
Right.
I'm getting a text. I'm like, oh gosh. I mean, love Mean Girls the musical, but that's really what they did,
Yeah.
and it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know we keep coming back to Hilary Duff, but like,
As we should.
she's on the Mount Rushmore.
She was the moment.
I was talking to my parents about because when I was in 6th grade, I went on a trip to Italy with my dad because he was there for work, and I was talking about how that was just like the most exciting trip for me, and I was like, yeah, because I was so excited about like all the history stuff, and my mom literally stopped me and she was like, I'm not going to let you rewrite this narrative. You were not excited about the history stuff. You were excited because that's where the Lizzie Mcguire movie was.
That is so funny, but also
Right.
right.
And then I remembered, I was like, yeah, no, I was not like, oh my God, the Trevi Fountain, like it's iconic landmark. I was
Right.
like, oh my God, this is where Lizzie makes the wish and then she meets Paolo.
I was just gonna say, right. So this is where Paolo's picking me up.
Right. Did you have like while you were there? Did you have like moments of being like,
I did. And my dad totally humored me with it too. Like,
good.
I remember every spot where there was like, that was in the Lizzie McGuire movie. I'd be like, can you take a picture of me? And I do
Aw.
like the pose with the hand on the hip, you
Yeah.
know?
Your dad's in the background like, why not take a crazy chance?
Oh my God. Okay. This is so off topic from Lizzie McGuire, but Life with Derek. Let's talk about
Wait,
that.
aren't those that was that TV show that was controversial because they ended up like there was too much flirtation between the siblings.
Well, yeah, so they're step
Yeah.
siblings. Also, it's a Canadian show, which I did not know.
Yes,
Found that
because the younger sister in the show was also in Degrassi.
Which also, I
Degrassi.
loved Degrassi, but it is rough.
I haven't rewatched it.
Rewatch it. Honestly, it's kind of hard to watch.
Oh,
I
really?
wanted to rewatch it because I was like, yeah,
Drake.
but like,
It's hard.
it's hard. And not that it's bad, like it's bad, but it's just like so
It's like-
not okay.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
most of it's not okay.
Oh,
Well, and they took it really seriously.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of
There's no happiness.
comedy. Yeah.
No. It's just like
Oh.
really sad and like fucked up.
But do
really.
you guys remember that promo for one of the seasons that was like, maybe there's a shark in the water? And then
Yes.
they'd show
Yes.
all the characters.
Mhm.
That promo is like scarred in my head.
Here's the thing, because literally in every single season, it's somebody dies.
Mm-hmm.
So, like somebody has
Somebody's
to leave the school.
pregnant.
Somebody's pregnant. Like a
Really?
teacher is like doing weird. Like it's just like not happy things at all. And I was eating that shit up for whatever reason.
Well, because when we got the exact opposite on Disney Channel, we had to get
Yeah.
our spice in somewhere.
Yeah. And it only also I could only watch it at night because it didn't come on during the day.
Yeah.
That should have been the first
Oh.
clue that it wasn't. I shouldn't have been
children.
watching it. But it is for kids.
Yeah.
It
Oh.
literally is.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Degrassi. That
It was
one.
giving
Oh.
like soap opera for teenagers.
Yes, that's exactly
That's
what,
what
it
it
was.
is.
Too much drama.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Heavy
Canadian.
drama.
And I don't know what the rules are over there.
Yeah. Well, okay. Sorry. I totally derailed your thought.
No, it's
Life
okay.
with Derek.
Life with Derek. Yeah. So very weird. And you were just saying like you don't know why you felt the type of way watching it.
Yeah. Like I remember watching Life with Derek and being like, why? There's something going on here, but I didn't like figure it out
Right.
that like there was sexual tension.
There was full on sexual tension.
And I haven't seen it obviously in a hot minute. Was it because the actors just had that sexual tension, or like in the writing, it was like
written that way.
There's one scene that I saw recirculating on TikTok where she's like, yeah, from my like stupid older brother. And he's like, step brother. And then they play like the romantic music of like the dun-dun-dun, or maybe it's supposed to be sad, but definitely like
It whatever
the
it is.
music. And then she's like, what's the difference? And he's like, there's a difference.
Yeah.
That's
And like
drama.
every scene that they have together is just them like
wrestling.
play fighting, but like in a way that you would like flirt with someone.
Yeah.
Like you'd be like, stop. It was like that.
But that's a show that they didn't put back on Disney Plus. That's
No.
one of the ones
No.
that didn't make it
That
back.
didn't make it back.
Well, I
Well,
wonder,
I wonder
why.
why.
I don't think that was an accident.
Also, I just remembered I saw this TikTok where they were like dissecting it and they were like, what goes on? And I'm like, right. The two actors, like there's like fan fiction about the characters, like the two characters, and they kind of like those two actors kind of like support it. They're like, yeah. Like we ship it. I'm like, ship what? What goes on? Yeah.
I wonder
yeah.
if they actually had love going on behind camera. Like they had a showman, not a
They
showman,
must
but
have. Their
I would.
tension was so, or the
it was
chemistry.
real.
Yeah.
unnecessarily hot. Like me, I'm like, what
Why
goes-
is this steamy?
Jesus.
You're like, these are step
yeah,
siblings.
Yeah.
You know what was another show that really had like just burned in my brain, like a romantic moment? Do you remember in Hannah Montana where she revealed to Jake that she's Hannah Montana
Yes.
and she takes her wig off on the beach?
Yes.
And she's like, I'm Hannah Montana.
Mhm. And then to be continued.
Yes.
Disney really did us like that. Like your
Yes.
kids were like, no.
And we have to wait a week.
A week, because it's not Netflix where you just
Right.
cycle. You just gotta
You
wait
just
and talk.
binge watch it.
You're
Yeah,
like,
no.
girl, did you see Hannah Montana
Yep.
last night? Because next week we about to find out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me and my sister were just listening to the song she sings in the like the last few episodes of the last like of at the end of the show where she has to choose between Jake and that other like brown haired boy.
Yeah.
And where she's like going to college. Oh.
What a great show. I just want to add.
Y'all, I
too.
don't think I ever finished Hannah Montana. Like, I think I like stopped watching because I don't remember that.
Party Foul. We got to
Yeah.
rerun. We got to
Yeah,
rewatch.
We do.
Because it's so good till
It's
the
good.
end. Till the end.
I will say that if I had to like rank the shows, like those shows, like how they hold up now, Hannah Montana isn't really that funny.
Really?
It's like, haha, but I'm not actually laughing.
I can't rewatch it. I in my mind it is
It's like cute, but
hysterical.
it's nostalgic. So I enjoy watching it and I'm like, LOL. And I did like laugh, but I'm not like, I can understand why my parents were like, Hannah
Not
Montana.
this show.
Like, okay.
And Dolly Parton's cameos all the time because she
Yes.
was the auntie.
Yes.
Isn't she actually Miley Cyrus's godmother?
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah, which like
Imagine.
totally checks out. I'm like,
Yeah.
right, because
Imagine.
this royal family of like the Cyruses, I get it.
Right.
Also, speaking of Dolly Parton, she's coming out with the greatest hits album. I follow her on Instagram.
That's going to be
I
good.
love
Yeah.
Dolly Parton.
So do I. What a queen, iconic woman.
Wait, you guys, we have not even talked about these women.
Allie and AJ,
Cowbells. Still of the future.
Bill of
Yeah.
the Future. I forgot about that show too.
Yep.
And just their music career in general.
And how happy are we that they redid Breakup song with the it was my
F-bomb?
motherfucking birthday.
Yes.
Because that's what we
Because
wanted
that's what
and needed.
But we didn't know.
No.
But then we got it and we were like, right. Also in High School Musical 3, when they're having the party after they win the championship, they're playing Allie and AJ at like the house party.
They're playing like, whoa.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Love that. Which, by the way, that song
It's
and
so good.
well, that was the time at Disney Channel where they would play music videos in between the shows, and
Like-
it was
Yes.
music videos for the Disney
Oh my
stars.
God, like VH1.
Yep.
Mhm.
So there I am getting whoa, whoa, everybody like whoa.
Yeah, right. I love that song. Great
You know,
song.
they actually still make music, Allie and AJ.
Yeah.
And they perform in LA a lot. And my friend Haley is like a big fan of them. And she goes to like a lot of their shows. And they're like small shows and like bars and stuff.
Tell your
Do
friend to let
we
us
need
know. I'm like,
to
do we
go?
go?
Yeah, we should go. We should go to an Allie and AJ show.
We should. I also really want to go to a Jonas Brothers concert. Like so
Yes.
bad.
That is something I did miss out on. I really wish I would have gone to see the
Me
Jonas
too.
Brothers in concert. That's a miss.
I have seen them twice.
Okay, well.
I know.
all right.
Once at the end of high school when they did their reunion tour, I went with Kenzie and our
my
friend
God.
Corey.
Tell me about it.
It was so awesome. And then they canceled the rest of the reunion tour after our show. We were like the second stop, and then they broke up and canceled the tour.
Not them breaking up.
I know.
Drama.
So much
They made it so like official where we like broke up because I mean
Yeah.
But I'm also like, you guys are brothers. Like, yeah, I know, I
You're not
get,
really-
get it, but,
But
like,
you're not
you're not
breaking up.
Yeah,
like, don't
yeah,
with
that's
the
giving a
dramatics.
And then I went right before the pandemic. They did a reunion of the reunion, and I went with my friend Haley, who is the Allie and AJ
Oh
girl.
my God. Okay, well, one, I want to meet this Haley girl.
Oh, you would love. I can't believe you haven't met Haley because you would love Haley.
I set it up.
Yeah, hey, and she lives in LA, so
Perfect.
done.
Love to see it. I love to. Also, have you guys watched the interviews about like the Jonas Brothers breakup?
no.
It was Nick. Nick was like, we're done.
He was
Of
pulling the
course.
Beyonce. He was
Yeah.
like, I want to go my own way.
Yeah, because there was like I don't know if it was them doing like the lie detector test or something like that, but they were like, who broke up the Jonas Brothers? And they were like, Nick.
I watched Joe Jonas's lie detector video. Yeah, for Vanity Fair. It was
I
interesting.
love those.
Yeah, me too. I'm like
They're
addicted
so
to them.
good. Yeah, that's the one with Keke Palmer goes like, I'm sorry to this man. That's the Vanity Fair like lie detector
Really?
test. Mhm.
Oh,
She
I haven't
showed her a
seen
picture.
hers.
She's like, if I saw this man walking on the street, I wouldn't know who this man. I'm sorry to this man. That's where that's from.
I had
iconic.
no idea.
We haven't even covered the topic of Disney Channel, the website itself, to play games.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah, that could be a whole episode because the
Absolutely.
amount of time I spent on www.disneychannel.com with your parents' permission.
Right. The sandwich game, Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
I had
Sandwich stacker.
Left,
Yep.
right, left, right.
Yep.
And you know, and the
No, yeah.
that.
The Sweet Life of
Like
Zack and Cody
Cody, where you're running through the hotel.
from Mr. Mosby.
Mhm.
So we all just played the same games, is what we're.
Yes.
That one. I remember there was a Hannah Montana one where you were like playing the guitar and it was basically like just tapping the keys as fast as you could.
Right.
But I have like specific memories of like multiple weekends in the summer of like me and my friend being like dedicated to the game to unlock everything.
Yes.
Fair.
Yes. And also the That's a Raven game with like the clothes. Like
Yeah.
the closet thing, and you had like style the clothing or whatever. I ate that up.
And then they started selling those type of games like for the DS, for the Game Boys.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
remember like that Christmas, my mom gave me the That's So Raven one, and I was like, oh, and you took it on your Game
Yep.
Boy, and
Yep. There's this one like book. It was a fashion book. I like swore I was going to be a fashion designer. Like I knew that I was going to be a fashion designer. LOL. And my parents bought me this like book. It was like an interactive book where I could draw my own clothes, but it was That's a Raven themed. So it had like her on the cover and she was like, posing and doing her thing. And and on every page it had like one of her sayings that was like super encouraging. And I would remember being like, yes, if Raven can do it, I can do it. And I would draw the bad drawings. I also cannot draw, but I really thought I was doing something.
well, listen, she was that like freaking model for you, and you knew
Yeah.
that if she could do it, you could do it, and
Yeah.
That's So Raven touched on so many like great topics that's why she was the best.
Yeah, I think that's like the number one Disney Channel show that holds up, that's still hilarious, that has like great What is that called? Like great message, has a great message, and all of that is like still very, very, very good.
Oh yeah. That's So Raven, I think completely holds up because the comedy was not like typical. Well, I guess what Disney Channel comedy became like a couple years later of like the dad.
Yeah.
Oh, like she was genuinely funny.
Yep.
And so there was a lot less of like the hands on the hips, eye roll,
Right.
like
And
cheeky.
like no like waiting for like the laugh track vibe.
Yes, it was 100% like just slapstick comedy of her like dressing up and doing funny shit. And like, so it holds up.
Yeah. And that was like our generation's like Black family on TV that also had like a whole family.
Yeah.
Like a mom and dad and a brother and a sister and did the whole thing and had like Black friends and all that stuff, which obviously was really impactful for me. But also everything she talked about. They even talked about like racial issues, body issues, like all of that was happening.
Yeah, I mean, that one episode when she stood up to that one girl, I mean, the fashion show, we remember this iconic. And she was like, and I just remember seeing that because I was like, oh, it was something that we had never seen before, you know?
She was like, and all bodies are beautiful and I can wear this and look beautiful like that. And I remember the girl looking at the picture and being like, I don't even look like that. And it's literally a picture of her. And I was like, right.
And the fact that they did that on a show that was a comedy, because I feel like now they would just try to make a dramatic show where like that's what the whole thing is about. But the fact that they like drew in those messaging into a comedy show,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Just so good. Oh,
Did you
Think about it now.
feel like really represented by that show growing up?
oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Especially like even with her just being over the top and like ridiculous also really resonated with me because I am very over the top and ridiculous. But it was so awesome to see her in like a positive light. Like she was not like the butt of all the joke. Like it was like the show was about her
Yeah.
and her family and her life, and I ate it up.
Which
Ate it up.
by the way, on the same note of representation, how dope was that Little Mermaid preview, you guys?
good.
It's so good. The riff that she did,
She
I was
sounds
like,
amazing.
I cannot wait.
I can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I have to go to the theater. I don't even go to the theaters.
We
for
should
stuff.
go to like the midnight release.
Oh my
Oh my God, we
we
should.
That'd be so
No,
fun.
yeah, let's do it.
And you can dress up as Ariel, and you can be. I'll be Sebastian.
Oh my
and
God,
you can be
yes.
Flounder.
Done.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Done.
Yes.
Done.
And I feel like any excuse for us to dress up, we're just
We're
like,
just
oh my
gonna
God, we
take
just
it.
dress
Yeah.
up.
We're like, do we want to go do this thing? We can dress up.
I'm there.
Okay, okay. Oh my God. Also, speaking of a great crossover, when Raven was in Princess Diaries 2,
Yes.
when she literally sang with Julie Andrews,
That slumber
she
party
talks
scene.
about that. There was an interview where she talked about
No
singing
way.
with her. She was like, it was one of the most like iconic moments of my life because who gets to sing with Julie Andrews? And Julie Andrews like hadn't sang in so long because she had like nodes and all that stuff when she was younger.
Yeah.
And so Raven was like, I didn't even think she was gonna do it and all this stuff. And to be able to sing with like an icon was like so crazy.
Aw, and I'm so glad that she like knew the importance of it because she
Yeah.
was on the
Yeah.
younger side. So for her to
Yeah.
just also knowing how special that is, that's awesome.
Yeah.
She's a badass.
I know.
I
I
love
love her.
I do. I think that she should be on the Mount Rushmore.
oh, agree.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Agree. I mean, she's been in the industry since she was like 4.
Yeah.
Literally on the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
And then obviously went on to do, oh my God, Xenon. Hello.
Xenon, Pearl of the
Lapidus.
21st Century.
Hello. She was in that.
Oh yeah, when she was young.
Yeah, she was the
too.
BFF.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was also in Dr. Dolittle.
That's true.
Yes.
Wait, what's
Mhm.
that? What is that one Xenon song? She's like Xenos Lapidus, but they wanted to see that one guy.
My supernova girl.
Yeah, there it is. And it was like I just remember. And why was that movie so cool? Like her earring was like the disc that they had to burn
It
to
was
save.
just giving.
That
Everything.
era was just very obsessed with like the future.
Yeah.
Like, because there was like Phil of the Future. There was that. I feel like there was a lot of like time machine movies
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
that time.
But also I feel like that comes into play like throughout some like in like cinema and stuff. Because even like Back to the Future, obviously that's older, but like
Yes.
there's something about like the future being so like out of this world. Like we got flying cars. Like everybody thought we're in 2022. Everybody thought the cars would be like literally in the air right now.
Yeah. Which is speaking of which about like history, it's like we're the Y2K. Obviously, this happened when we were younger, but now it's coming back. Like everything we're wearing and we're doing.
We could wear this out and they'd be
This-
like, oh my God, yes,
Cute.
fashion.
Yeah.
yeah, everything Y2K is coming back right after this. I kind of have a prediction that it's gonna be like the Tumblr because like what happened after this was the dirt, and we're already on the dirt bag, so
Right,
it's gonna
yeah.
be very
Dirtbag.
edgy and grungy.
Yeah.
We're gonna lean into the Machine Gun Kelly vibes.
Right.
And then
No, I
it's
see
going to
it.
be like the polka dots and like the
chevron.
Do you think chevron's going to come
I
back?
hope not. It's so ugly.
Chevron is so ugly.
It's ugly.
You guys, I saw the vests back. The vests, like
Oh,
I went
the
to
vests.
Tilly's and they had the vests.
I was a vest girly.
It's like you have the fake tie that it's not even that's not even on you. It's
Right.
just. But Brenda Song had one and Get a Clue, so I needed to have that
Right,
same one.
right.
Brenda Song was a style icon in every movie she was in.
Yep.
I remember she had this little soccer ball purse in Stuck in the Suburbs.
Yep.
And I wanted it so bad.
Dude, she was good. Oh my God, I just remembered that she's in one of my favorite childhood movies, Like Mike, with Bow Wow. And he's like,
I
basketball
forgot
player.
she's in
that.
Mike. Because she's like there's like the trio.
Mm-hmm. And she's one of the friends.
Yeah.
Also, this is so not relevant, but what I liked about wearing vests was that it pushed my boobs up.
Oh yeah, and I didn't have any, so it was
Right,
given.
I was like,
but now
give me
I'm
what
like,
I need.
oh god,
Yep.
TBT.
Now you're like, oh God, too much boob.
I know. I'd have to keep the vest open. I think.
Right.
It'd be
You're
too
like,
much.
no more vests.
Right,
please.
right.
Paloma trying to push her 8 cups, like,
Yes,
cleavage.
cleavage.
This was so much fun to deep dive.
Now I want to go rewatch all of those DCOMs.
Yes.
Can we still play those Disney Channel games? Like, are they still like the website games?
I
Could I
don't
go play
know.
the Lilo and Stitch sandwich stacker somewhere?
We should check.
We should find out.
We
yeah.
should check.
Yeah, we should. We should. And if we can, then we have to have like a game off.
Oh my gosh. You know
I'm
how
ready.
like Steven will have like LAN parties with his friends?
What is
This
that?
live action network. It's like where your online group gets together and plays video games in real life.
Okay.
I thought it
Okay.
was Land.
I thought
like,
that's what you just said.
Land, LAND, but no, apparently it's live action network.
Okay.
He had to educate me.
Mm.
We could have a Disney Channel Games LAN party.
That reminds me of
I'm there.
LARPing.
LARPing,
LARP?
yes.
What is that again?
LARPing is live action role play.
Ah,
So that's
yes.
when you
Okay.
like dress up and like play, like, so we play D&D. So LARPing would be if we like dressed as our D&D characters and went and like acted out the scene.
Mm-hmm,
Okay. Listen,
I mean, we're kind of LARPing right now
We are LARPing.
as the cheat.
You're right.
We're gonna
Okay,
go
you're
film
right.
some TikToks like out in a little alleyway, so it looks like, you know, kind
The
of how they are in
streets of
New
New York.
York. That's LARPing.
okay.
It's like cosplaying, right? Like it's another.
Yeah,
You think-
it's like cosplaying, but then acting out the scene.
So is theater LARPing?
Theater's kind of LARPing, yeah. LARPing for an audience.
I'm a LARPer.
Okay. I LARP. Maybe I should put that in my bio on Instagram.
In your Tinder bio. LARPer.
LARPer. Not Tinder.
I think
my
you're going to
gosh.
get some different kind of matches
I
on that
think
one.
so. Oh, no Tinder.
All right, y'all. Well, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Another big thank you to Helix Sleep for sponsoring. And we will see you next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.